Hello everyone. In today's video I'm going to talk about some things you can do specifically on your phone, like settings or some tips which will help you use your phone less and make it less of a distraction when you're working. Yeah, that's basically it. And it is true that some people need to use their phone for work quite a lot. It really depends on the person, but I'm assuming that me personally, I use my computer mostly for work, and I'm assuming most people do as well. So these are the tips I'm going to give. First of all, it's to put your phone on mute or silent when you're working. Me personally, I have a Samsung and Android phone, and for me, I just have to go on the sound and put mute. Another thing you can do is put your phone on do not disturb, which for me, what it does, it basically, because one day when I was going to school back then, I only put it on mute, I think, and I realized it still sounded, and some things still popped up like notifications or calls or something like that, so I also put do not disturb, and then the volume completely went out, you couldn't hear anything. So I would put those on together if you want to really remove the distractions. Then there's also something else you can do. This is quite interesting, and I've been trying it out, and it's takes some time to get used to, but can be useful to use your phone less, which is to turn on grayscale. Basically means that your phone will be in black and white, which is a bit, if you might think it's a bit of an exaggeration, I mean, sure, but for me, since I don't really use my phone much, I don't mind, and it's just something you can turn on. In my phone, it's in, you have to go on some certain settings of visual enhancement, something like that. It's I'm not sure if it was accessibility or something, but you can easily search it up, how to turn grayscale on your specific phone, and there's probably going to be an option for it. The other thing I do is, when I'm not using it, I like to turn off the internet and even keep my phone out sometimes on airplane mode. These things are quite overboard, but I think they're worth it, because if you don't use your phone much, it just keeps it from distracting you. Another thing, this one really helped me, which is to sometimes when you lift your phone up it turns on, or when you double tap it it turns on. That really annoyed me. When I tapped it, it turned on when I didn't want to, stuff like that. To prevent that is also a setting. You can literally turn that off. So right now, the only way my phone turns on if I click the on button, which to be honest I really prefer, not just because of distractions and stuff, but when I go to the gym and I have my phone in my hand when I'm running, sometimes it just turns on and I change stuff on the phone accidentally. So that's another good tip. So yeah, those are basically the sound related things. So to just do not disturb, all of that. Also, if you really want to make sure nothing distracts you, turn off notifications on every app. Just whenever you open the app, you'll see whatever you want to see, but just turn off the notifications, it won't distract you. And then there's just some small things keep apps that you really find useful on your phone. Don't have just random apps that you're not going to use anywhere. Just keep it as minimal as possible, and I think that's about it. Just those small tips to make your phone. Oh, there's one last thing. I think there's even a setting which is focus mode or work mode, which you can put on phones nowadays. But I personally don't even use that, because that just implies you're turning on your phone and stuff. Me, when I'm working, I just like to completely not turn it on. So stuff like work mode and that doesn't really help me. But I mean, if you guys maybe are still tempted to go on your phone, maybe turn that on as well, because what that does, I think, is it prevents you from going on most apps when you're on that mode. So if you're used to really checking WhatsApp all the time, maybe you go on your phone and it won't let you check WhatsApp. So yeah, if you really struggle with that, maybe try that setting. That's basically about it. You can do with your phone to make it the least distraction possible, and just use it as a phone. And when you actually purposefully want to use it, not just scrolling random stuff. So yeah, hope that's helpful. Thank you for watching.